Hi, friends. In our time together today, I'm introducing the James Dominic Low D whistle. I recently purchased this whistle and I've been excited to know about it myself and to share it with you all, my friends. Um, if you get one, I think you'll be pleased with it. But remember, everybody's different in the tone they want in the whistle, the playability, the whole spacings, whole sizes. We're all very different in what we want. Quiet, loud. So that's why these reviews are so very important for us because you could just go out and buy a whistle based on a price you like or because somebody else loves it. But that doesn't mean you're going to love it. And so that's why please stay with me, go through the review to see what you think of the James Dominic whistle. One of the main things I want to do with you is to describe it. Above all, I want to play it so that you can hear it. So, first, I want to play a scale and some other little bits because I think that's one of the very best ways for you to hear the tone of this whistle. Alrighty. Trying to get some of the notes in there so that you could hear those, and I hope the tone quality has come through. Remember, when I'm sharing sound, I don't do any post processing. I'm using a microphone that seems to pick up to replicate the tone reasonably well, and I have it at a designated place so that you catch as much as possible what I'm hearing. Um, so this low D whistle, I think as you heard, has a nice warm tone. It has a little bit of that fuzziness, like that Phil Hardy likes to talk about, Phil Hardy from Kerry Whistles. Just a little in there, and some people really want that in their tone, and I'm not saying it's good or it's bad. It's just, you know, a part of a tone of many whistles. It's not, from a volume standpoint, it's not loud, but I also wouldn't describe it as soft. Comes middle of the road, but you're also able to push the volume on this. It's not like a one-trick pony whistle where you're not able to increase the volume a little bit, and so that's really pretty good. So that enables you to play it more expressively than you might expect for an inexpensive whistle. It plays in tune, which is very important for a single piece whistle. And interestingly, I think it plays very easily bottom to top, which is nice. Starting on the second octave A. So, third octave D without issues. From a breath pressure standpoint, you do have to focus your breath a little bit more in the second octave. Now, it's not a breath hog, but you will need to manage your breathing because it does require some air. There are whistles that don't really require much air at all. This one does want you to push some air through it. Physically, it's a polymer whistle, has a I'm not exactly sure what the white block bit is, but it's a resin of some type. Not sure if it'll come through. A curved windway. The tone hole has a metal sleeve insert there. The tone holes. Now this is where a lot of you are going to want to be concerned and know a fairly traditional, lean into the light there, spacing on the tone holes. This is the carry D, which is has a fairly traditional piper's grip spacing, and they line up trying to get that in the light there. So the top three holes are quite similar. The bottom three holes on the Dominic, the sixth hole is a little higher than the sixth hole on the carry, but the fifth hole on the Dominic is a little larger. I'd say that the fifth hole on this whistle is on the larger side of many of the whistles I have, and so for me that means it needs a piper's grip, not from the stretch standpoint so much, but from the meat on my fingers standpoint. And so that's important for you to know. All right, so after the Battle of Aughrim has kind of become my go-to at the minute for introducing a low whistle to us and a high whistle to us, because it ranges from the lowest note on the whistle up to the second octave B. And so it's got a good range. You'll be able to hear some of the tone quality and just get a good experience of the whistle over the range. Now, I have played this on quicker tunes. It is responsive. Now, since it's a warmer with a little bit of a fuzziness to the tone, it doesn't sound really crisp, but this is the tone that a lot of people are looking for in a whistle. And so that's why I want to play After the Battle of Aughrim. Now, when I say it's not really crisp in a faster tune, I don't mean that as a knock. I mean that as a description of the warmth of how the notes flow on the whistle. Let me play After the Battle of Aughrim. Alrighty, so I played After the Battle of Aughrim without the repeats. And I think that gives you a good sense of the tone of the whistle. I'm enjoying playing it. If you're looking for a whistle in the inexpensive range with a warmer tone, slight fuzziness, not too loud, not too soft, traditional hole spacing. Watch that fifth hole though, so that's why I recommend the piper's grip for this one. You should stick the James Dominic on your list. It's not simply a beginner whistle that you're going to set aside when you buy a better whistle. you will want to keep this one. So again, I really want to play it alongside some other whistles I have that are similar from a construction standpoint. But I've loaned one of them out to a friend and who's learning the whistle and growing in his playing. And so after he's had a chance to mess around with that one for a while, then I'll play this alongside that and some others. So I told you I'd let you know where you could get the James Dominic and how much it is. So you're going to buy this straight from the James Dominic website. And I've got a nice website. There's some tabs available. They've got more than the low D. And this is the single piece. This retails currently for $70. Now, a nice thing is the folks at James Dominic have sales on. They've got a bargain bin that you could keep your eye on and get a discount. That's all great. They also have a model that is separated here with a connection slide between the top three and the bottom three holes. And that is for those of us who have trouble with the wrap on that lower hand. You could actually swivel the bottom three holes so that it's easier to play leaning slightly to the side. And you could experiment with that. That's kind of fun. I think that's a novel ad, and I appreciate that. That version's only $81. So, and like I said, you could get other keyed low whistles as well. So I'll share a link to the James Dominic website at the top of the notes to this video. This definitely finds a place among my recommendations if you're getting started with the whistle, or if you want something that you're going to play up into your intermediate. I've seen professionals play it, but again, everybody's got their own thing. If you have whistles that you're in love with, you probably don't want to add this to your collection. If you're really intrigued by and like the tone, you might want to add it. If you're getting started, this needs to be on your list as one of your options. I hope this is helpful, my friends. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy low D whistling, my friends.